around with the idea of charging players for reloading their gun. But what if I told
That
you
is crazy. Could you imagine in Call of Duty if you like played and then like in order to get more bullets you had to like pay like money, like actual fucking money?
he is no longer the most delusional man in gaming? It sounds impossible, right? Because that guy is a fucking mutant. Who could possibly beat?
Well, I mean, they wanted to charge subscriptions for games, so like, yeah, I mean, I think Nintendo took a solid. Oh, did you guys hear that third-party docks now? If you get a third-party dock for your Nintendo Switch, it has to do a handshake with software that's integrated into the Switch itself. If you get a third-party dock, you can actually brick your console. So if you go to Amazon and buy a non-Nintendo dock and to charge it or a cord to charge it, it could actually brick your console. Um, there's one dock online right now that will allow you to get it from Amazon and use it on the Nintendo Switch without it bricking. But the producer of it said that it's a good chance that it won't stay that way because of software updates from the Nintendo Switch. So if the greed couldn't get any worse, it just keeps getting better.
That? Well,
Also, I'd like to make this other statement. Recently the FBI, instead of worrying about releasing Epstein's list, made a crackdown on pirating because Nintendo, specifically Nintendo, was having problems with pirated sites getting Nintendo games. So instead of worried about, releasing the Epstein files, they went ahead and cracked down on piracy because that's a thing. Because of Nintendo. So
there's a new lolcow on the block that no one would have expected. Leslie Benzies. Now, this name might ring some bells because if you look at his resume, it's nothing but bad.
producer, Space Station, Silicon Valley, Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, Liberty Cities, Vice City Stories, Manhunt, Grand Theft Auto, Lost in the Damned. That was a good one. Chinatown Wars. That was a good one. I have played Vice City Stories, Liberty City Stories, San Andreas, Vice City, Grand Theft Auto 3. I don't know what this is. I have played this one. I have played bits of this one. I have played Chinatown Wars. I have played The Bald of Gay Tony. I've played Red Dead Redemption. I've played Max Payne 3. I've played Grand Theft Auto. I have played just about every game on this fucking list. That is crazy. Bro,
Bangers. These are
I
beloved,
have not played this.
garish games
Or LA
which
Noire.
he has had a hand in producing.
Or Manhunt.
Rockstar. This guy has had nothing but hits until this year when he had nothing but a shit. After 2013 with Grand Theft Auto 5, he doesn't have any other credits to his name in the gaming industry until Mindseye that dropped this year.
Oh, that makes so much fucking sense. Oh, here we go.
A little embarrassing nugget that everyone has taken their turn spitting on, and that's not the biggest deal in the world. Everyone has a blunder here and there. The fact that Mindseye is a bad game is not what makes Leslie Benzies the most delusional man in gaming. It's his response to it. Even before the game launched, when the critics weren't really excited about it and the people that had gotten their hands early on it said it wasn't very good, he immediately discredited.
Let me guess. He talked shit about them, said that the gamers are dumb, said that all the people that said it wasn't the best game called them misogynistic and dumb in some way, shape, or form.
Them saying that it was a concerted effort to trash the game because
big surprise.
People were like afraid of it. There's, our rival in the space is trying to sabotage Mind's Eye. They don't want you to experience this game. It's going to open your fucking mind's eye. And he kept that attitude up. The game came out. It flopped. It is now completely dead. It has become a joke of a game. And he is still coming back in and making...
I'm so happy I finished playing that game, dude. It was the nicest thing ever whenever I was able to delete that game off my console. That game was doo-doo, brother. It was doo-doo.
This time, he's also saying
that
the development was sabotaged internally by fucking double agents or something. He
I'm sure.
refuses to accept that the game is just not good and people don't like it. So now he's also planning on relaunching Mindseye, whatever that means.
Why? How? What? No, bro.
It is embarrassing. And it is sad to see a legend like Leslie Benzies become what he has now.
I mean, let's be honest here. Just because you have your name as a producer on something doesn't necessarily mean you actually produced it. Just means that your like name is there. That's like that with a lot of movies and TV shows and honestly games. You know who the real rock stars are? To give you an example, who do you think does the most work at a fire station? The fire chief or the firefighters? Those are the real rock stars, boys. Honestly, it's the development team, the artists, and all the people that are underneath the producer that make the game.
And it's weird because I went back and watched some interviews. He himself doesn't even seem very enthusiastic about the game, so I don't know why he's trying to put on this strong face of like, no, this game is actually amazing and everyone's wrong, and even if the game's not that good, it's because there were bad actors at my company that I didn't realize were working for the deep state that ruined it. Yeah, here, I'll talk more about the Mindseye stuff. I know. I'm the preeminent expert on everything Mindseye related. I briefly talked about it at the beginning of the stream. I'll talk about it.
Dude, I can't handle him clacking on that fucking keyboard, dude. That kid.
Grand Theft Auto, what everyone knows him for.
Bro, Rockstars, players. That's right, bro. We're the rock stars in this community, not these losers. That's right.
And he comes up with Mindseye and makes Build a Rocket Boy, everything like that. Well, Leslie doesn't like that no one enjoys his game. He really can't come to terms with it, so before it launched and 2 executives left, he went out there, he infamously said that all of the bad reviews and everything, like they're paid shills.
Oh, wow, big surprise. You know what's crazy? Is I 100% at this point, whenever I see a developer saying that, I'm like, oh, well, the game's shit. There it is. They just shot themselves in the foot because they didn't know how to shut up.
They're scared of Mindseye and what it could mean, and it's all manufactured hoo-ha. And now that other people, not just reviewers, got to play the game, and they all still hated it.
Yep.
He's now come out and said that the reason it's bad is because of internal saboteurs. There was like this espionage effort at his company to ruin his game. And also, like, other people outside have been brainwashed and they don't understand it's actually still a masterpiece. So he plans on relaunching the game. So, because apparently the issue was, you know, he needed to weed out all the bad actors internally. So he came into the fucking swamp and started shooting all of the monsters in there that have ruined Mindseye. It's actually...
Some people who played the game called it a masterpiece. I don't know how. That's why he said they're brainwashed, because, like, they must be, like, there's no way. They must be getting paid to say that. It's crazy that people who were paid to play the game, they were cutting out sponsorships while they were playing the game. They were actively canceling sponsorships while people were playing the game. Which is disgusting, by the way.
It's almost to, like, a gang stalking level. It's scary. Because this guy isn't just some nobody, like, weirdo. This is Leslie fucking Benzies. Like, this guy has worked on so many Rockstar projects. I don't know how you go from that to my...
You know, maybe there's a reason why he's not with Rockstar anymore. Maybe his creative ideals were just not what they were looking for anymore. I mean, if you see something like Mindseye, then obviously there's a problem.
And I don't know how you go from that to thinking that everyone is out to get you. Not that you just made a stinker. It just doesn't make sense how that happened.
It makes sense because they want it to make sense. They want to come up with every excuse to try and not lose what little community they have.
Done every 3D Rockstar game. Really, I didn't know it was every single one. I thought it was just some of the big ones. But that makes sense. Like, he is actually a legend. And now, he's a clown.
Of course he's
An
a
absolute
clown.
I don't know why he thinks relaunching the game is a good idea. This is actually a Morbius situation. Except this game hasn't even been memed ironically.
No, it's just been memed negatively.
And I feel
like,
really bad.
I think I got like most of my views off of the clips that I made from shit just going haywire in the game. Straight up.
Bad for his employees that he's just gutting. Or most likely going to gut. Like, what is this? What is it? Are you on... You're looking at Metacritic right now. Get out! Give me your badge and your gun. You're out of here. Build a Rocket Boy will no longer be requiring your services, spy. Go back to DARPA. Be playing the relaunch. No fucking way.
No. What the heck? Like, what is relaunching this game even gonna do? I mean, I don't think relaunching Mindseye is gonna solve anything, especially if it's just gonna be the same slop redone. Like, it makes no sense.
Sirree.
Like, they would have to tack on another at least 2 years of, like, updating this piece of shit in order for it to even be remotely like what most people thought it was gonna be. It's pretty much just like a skeleton. There's nothing there. And most people who have already played this game, they're not going to return to it because they've already beaten the game. There's nothing there.
Menzies reportedly went on to tell staff via video call that the game's disastrous launch was due to internal and external saboteurs. It's unclear who he believes sabotaged.
But co-CEO Mark Gurr suggested that certain individuals were 100% being paid to talk negatively about Mindseye. No, they were talking negatively about Mindseye because the game sucks.
Development of Mindseye, but it's not the first type of comment to come out of the Build a Rocket Boy executives.
It's crazy.
This is him talking about the concerted effort to ruin it before it got off the ground and sprouted its wings. I did, however, see something interesting, not delusional. The guy who plays the lead, he actually came forward and he's like, man, it really sucks that this game's bad. He gave an interview where he's like, man, the game's just kind of a mess. You hate to see it. So, like, even
the main actor was like, this game's just bad.
A traitor, and he's gonna try him for treason or something. But like, anyone who plays the game, anyone who's seen the game can tell you it's just not a good game. And for some reason, Leslie can't wrestle with that. He can't come to terms with that. He's blaming everybody. And
of course. I mean, like, I would assume that it was just the solo studio that made this. I feel like, based on everything that I saw in it, there wouldn't have been shareholders. I just think that it's a bad game. I feel like they could have, if they had taken their time with it, and they, you know, gave it at least another year, they probably could have made it as good as Cyberpunk. But it just felt so rushed. Ugh. It felt like a skeleton being released. It didn't even feel good.
His own boogeyman. I don't know, it sucks to see. Like, it actually sucks to see. I do think the guy who played the lead is a talented guy. I agree with that. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, he played the role pretty well. Like, now that Charlie is bringing it up, like, I kind of agree with that. The actor did a really good job. I hope he gets future offers to star in games, but the thing is like, I don't know, simply because of how bad this one turned out. It could have tarnished his reputation.
He is not a bad actor. Like, he is pretty solid.
He kind of like turned. He made lemons out of lemonade. You know what I'm saying? He made lemonade out of lemons.
They promised the wheels that spin. Yeah. Well, that was one of the saboteurs. The reason the wheels don't spin is because the guy responsible for making them spin, he was working on Rockstar's payroll in order to ruin it. It's like this whole thing is deep. It's like the plot to Andor. You don't understand. You don't see what Leslie sees. There was nothing promising in that game. What could they possibly add to it? I have no idea.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too whenever I read that. I was like, I don't know about that, because, like, I mean, even if they added more, like, what could they possibly add to the main campaign? I mean, they could try to work on, like, the like, multiplayer aspect of it, but, like, I just don't think that's gonna go anywhere. Because, like, people have already played and beat the game, and now they're just, like, done with it. And there's no reason to even engage with the multiplayer because you don't have, like, a building system like Grand Theft Auto Online or Red Dead Online, or, like, even for that matter, Call of Duty. There's nothing that you can get out of playing the multiplayer for hours. There's nothing you could get. There's no leveling system. There's no extra gun system. There's nothing. It's just like Mario Maker, where you get in and try to beat the hardest levels, like, but you don't really get anything out of it. You don't get an overall level. You just play it to play it. And the gameplay just isn't that fun. That's really, like, the problem with it, is the gameplay sucks.